to make sure that Oxygen, right now sitting in the back seat of the car down to London, it's not a big drive for those boys, all being UK based, and they're going to make sure that they give them a puncture so they do not make it there as easily as they alluded to that they would yesterday, considering their 36 and 8 goal differential. It was outrageous, the audacity they put forward to every team they faced. It was a matter of no respect and sheer cohesion with the green side.
However, on the side of top Cougars, Simas with his beautiful Fennec, I love the styling of that one, the pink and turquoise, was scoring some bangers. They are by no means unable of damaging Oxygen, and when a team is new, they brought in Joyo, things are going great, and it's all well and good to keep the momentum going, but, one tough loss, and that's where you see a real test of their mettle. That tough loss may be coming in a game or two here. They are going to have to rebound, potentially, if top Cougars can upset them. But the 3-0 yesterday will mean a lot to them, and Joyo, early doors, confidence man, gets that first goal.
Kicking things off, who else but Joyo, the new addition to this roster? Archie, however, utterly unchallenged, going for that pass. No one fancied actually trying to commit any competition. The ball then can pop out quite nicely towards Joyo. Challenge versus Simas, who was nearer the ball first, had the opportunity to steal it away from Joyo, and yet did not quite have the speed for it. And these two teams have faced each other previously. It's been twice, and both of them have been taken by Oxygen. This is the third time they're meeting up. Third time the charm, potentially, for the Cougs.
Joyo, the man who everybody will be speaking about, really. He's such a known figure here in Rocket League esports, but you have to think about his teammates as well, about Archie trying to qualify for another major after doing so well when he first burst onto the scene, and also Oski, the man from Team Liquid last season, qualified for every single event, had to watch on from Copenhagen, and now he too may well be back for London.
It's a minute and a half from that goal from Joyo, still being the only one that's standing, but Joyo low boost passes to Oski, the net utterly open, nobody with a chance. And I said it was only 1 at 1.5 minutes, well now it's 2.
Yeah, it's looking good for Oxygen right now. Oski making things look as simple as you like. So far, they are toying with top Cougars, who seem to be giving them too much space, seem to be allowing them to make their passes and find their connections. They're going to have to do much more than that if they are to slow this roster down, because, I mentioned momentum for Oxygen, and it's really starting to build, both within this series, as Oski makes a huge save, and in general.
Also, I'd say, Cole, you said earlier about top Cougars making the major. Everybody can still technically make it from Europe. Like, we're only in the second event, and Relating Wave wanted to put a goal on target, making sure that they're not going to be out yet. But the fact that they've still got that chance, it's a credit to the open qualifier in the era that we currently find ourselves in. And shooting top bins against Joyo, who finds himself a little bit awkward on the goal line, is going to be a good start for them. However, just quickly in brackets, they'd have to put forward an incredible run, a record points-breaking comeback if they want to make Worlds.
I don't know if I misspoke, but if I said they're going to make the major, I stand by it. I definitely meant it.
No, you said it was impossible, I think.
But it technically
it's not quite.
It's not.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Got you. Well, it is very possible for Oxygen esports. Yeah. That much is true after top 4 last time around. And they have conceded the first goal. The first potential chink in their armor will be showing through as Simas has a chance to do some more damage. Joyo's beneath him. Joyo has full boost. It isn't even called into question because Archie getting involved there. How great as well to see Archie competing a real top-tier team, Stumpy.
Yeah, the quality that Archie's been putting forward too. And I'd say that, obviously, alongside Joyo, I know, obviously, Oski as well, the performance he put in was probably MVP on the team when we saw them last time round. They got to that top 4. They couldn't make it through Gentlemates, but they were 3-1 up. They had such a good chance making it through to the grand final, but they just couldn't shut it down. And I think that part of that is because I think Archie previously, when they were playing against Carmine Corp, he was the best player on the pitch. I think that for them to really succeed, he is their star man. Even though they're bringing Joyo in, Joyo fills in that rise role, I think, a lot of the time where he can elevate a team, and that has been proven to happen.
Well, here's Oski in the far corner, wanting to send this one long, but Relating Wave seems to have continued top Cougars up to pace, really charging down Oxygen now, not letting them have all their own way, which is something that somewhat disappointed me in the first minute or two of this one. They were looking a little bit languid and slow and sluggish in the centre, and they seem to have stepped that up. A bump comes in from Relating Wave. Acro in front of the ball as Simas gets the ball towards him, but Oski charges down. Oxygen challenging the midfield excellently so far. Joyo's bullying Relating Wave, and look what happens when you don't let top Cougars out.
Oski just had to hold W here, just drive forward, and Joyo's going to do the rest. Hits Relating Wave with a left hook, and a right hook sends him flying well above the goal. 3-1, minute and a half remaining, and it has been composure from Oxygen, continuing their streak from yesterday.
There's been a couple of occasions where I've thought, the defender's going to be in trouble here. The goalkeeper's going to have to do some work for Oxygen against top Cougars. But each time I think that, someone flies in from the center, and that is a truly cohesive unit right now from Oxygen. The midfield player is always making the correct decision, whether that's comms or synergy. Look, there again, Joyo goes up for it, meaning the goalkeeper can stay on the goal line. Archie's still there with full boost.
Lovely.
It might pull to him, but he's good enough to get in the way there with what he had left in the tank, and it might even lead to a goal for them.
Tell you what, though, Oxygen, they committed 3 men to that final save. Yes, it managed to sneak its way out, but not completely infallible on the side of Oxygen. And the offense from top Cougars was excellent yesterday as well. They just couldn't make it work versus Oxygen, but clearly not a lot of teams could.
Lots of people calling you out for saying that there's a W key on a controller. He knew what, it's a phrase, isn't it? It's a thing. It's a thing. You say W key, exactly, mate.
All you
being called
controller
out.
gamers in chat.
Yeah. 30 seconds remaining, and Oxygen looking to show a professional performance from here until the end of it. As Oski goes to the double tap, can sink it here. He does. It's almost in. Acro with a decent little save at the near post. Top Cougars staying alive. Can they do any more? One more goal in the next 5 seconds would give them a chance.
Bossy wants to shut down that chance as best he can. That's 1, that's 2 above the crossbar. Acro has to make a play on that ball, but with low boost, he's challenged versus Joyo. Doesn't work its way out of the orange half, and game 1 they're going relatively handily over towards Oxygen. Nearly a doink from Archie.
Goodness.
Joyo, he's going to be extending the game just a little bit more as well, so thank you for that one.
I'm pretty sure Archie dodged here as well. Why would you not doink? Look. Why would you dodge there?
That's just got to be a
double
doink.
jump. That is actually frustrating to me. Pro players, I know I'm trying to be professional after the pre-show was tough, right? But pro players not doinking is like my pet peeve, Stumpy. Pull me away, I can't handle this.
I remember years ago, and I'm going to... There we go, that's a doink, large Oscar.
See? Look how much power he gets.
That would have rocketed home if that was Archie a little bit earlier. Fortunately,
Exactly.
he's not got the composure to do it. Relative Wave takes it all the way the other side. It went from a 3-1, ends as a 4-2 with literally 1 second left, so congrats Leighton Wave. But look, I'm intrigued to see how top Cougars can work back into this series. They still looked very good. It's just Oxygen when you look at the...
Maybe it's sort of never really been competing at the very top. When they start to think, if we don't mess this up, we could make it all the way, that pressure may well tell. But so far here in this series, Stumpy, we are seeing no sign of that for Oxygen, continuing on their huge surge from yesterday. 4 more goals to add to the collection. I believe takes them to 40 for this entire event. But they may just go behind at the start of game 2. No, even now, their goal living a charmed life. Defensively, they're not bad either. And I wasn't expecting to say that about this Oxygen roster.
I mean, bear in mind, though, you say you weren't expecting to say it. Yesterday, they had 0.8 goals conceded per game. Archie,
that's what I mean, like in general.
Their goals for. Yeah, they have done an outstanding job. There's a great movement as well from Oski. Somewhat of a fortunate bounce coming from Acro, going central to Archie, who is right place, right time. Leighton Wave can't quite work his way back either. Again, in just over 20 seconds, the vibes look great in the Oxygen camp, and with 1 goal on your side, why wouldn't they?
That could be a nice quick equaliser though for top Cougars, and I'm still just waiting to see that little bit of a spark from them. You know, one of the goals that they got in the last game was when the game was already well and truly over, so it could easily have been a 4-1, and that's a lot worse than 4-2, more dominant. And it's seeming pretty dominant to the eye test right now. Some forward launches from players like Acro could change that.
Yeah,
Mechanical spice put into the pot as well. Tries to find Simas. It's beautiful, and that is more like it.
What a little bit of magic coming out from top Cougars. Acro bumps Oski out the way. He has no chance. Leighton Wave has opened up entirely, and Simas pre-jumps his birth date to get to that ball. Dab taps it in. 50 seconds in, it's 1 apiece.
Keep it going, top Cougars. Love to see that. Here comes a relating wave as well. Got a chance from this kickoff. A quick 1-2 could be absolute fire for them. No, Simas nips in instead. And then he charges down Oski on the goal line. Top Cougars, huge step up now. Acro in the far corner. Joey's got no boost, but it's going to wrap itself around the back wall. And Oski can come in. I think both of his teammates will be having to rotate out because they both charge down there. So it's tough for him. Relating wave can be the beneficiary. Tackled by Joyo. I like what I'm seeing right now from top Cougars.
I want to see him from Joyo as well, getting a couple of resets with low boost, but Relato to the backboard. Archie called into question. Does get the touch. Relato, I'm hoping that he wasn't going to be able to, but I like the idea. Push forward with no respect for the opposition. Make sure that you don't give them any space. Joyo moves Simas from the pitch. Back down. Oski finds Archie above the bar, but he's there for the Champ 3 double tap.
You gotta love the Champ 3 double tap. You hit the crossbar, you follow it up, smush it home. But all the hard work was done earlier on by Oski. Beautiful, clearing the way there for Archie, who in the end could not miss to return Oxygen to a lead.
It's great movement too, coming through from Oxygen. Making sure that they play just as aggressive. I think aggression is going to be the call for both of these teams. We saw previously, you don't want to respect your opponent. And I was watching the...
Hello.
Joyo. Oh. I was watching the Resolve documentary the other day, a brilliant documentary, by the way, about how they ended up beating BDS and just the way they approached their boot camps. A lot of it came down to make sure you're aggressive. Don't give them respect, because as soon as you do, you get a symptom of, I think, somewhat vitality in the spring last year of, okay, well, we think they're untouchable, therefore they are. You need to push them as hard as you can. And look, you are going to be near enough as good a player as they are and better in some ways. Don't let them bully you otherwise. But Joyo and Archie are bullying that back line, and it's 3-1 to Oxygen.
Just keep an eye on how often top Cougars are completely boost-starved on the back line. Keep an eye on how often the ball is going onto that orange backboard. And finally keep an eye on how often Oxygen players are getting the first touch on the ball, and a clean touch as well in the top Cougars half. You put those ingredients together and you can see right now why they're 2 goals for the good. But down the other side, top Cougars do have some damage to do themselves. Simas seems to be most likely for me for top Cougars, as Relating Wave comes in to help his teammate out, but Archie clears it long. This is where Oxygen are dangerous. Oski, no boost at all, still does all sorts of carnage towards the top Cougars defensive line. And now Joy is coming in, and it's these clearances, Stumpy. They're always falling to a blue player. And look what they can do with them.
Yeah, the sheer amount of space. And bear in mind how they got their goal previously. Aggress, pre-jump, get out the way. Of course, Oxygen may well end up reading that. It's a good chance as well with every single player coming in like a conveyor belt from Oxygen. Joy is not going to fall prey to it. 1-2, the cycle doesn't go as far as he would like. So Oski is up, gets a reset defensively. Hasn't used it just yet. Tries to land, gets that back corner boost, continues to challenge, is just harassing over and over again, gets a dunk as well. Relating Wave called into action in a position that I'm sure he was not expecting.
That would actually have been insane from Oski. He was on the opposite backboard, just sort of arced his car around, used his dodge. Here he's going again. Oski is insane right now. Joyo is flying in. Oski is having one of those days where he's just demanding the ball from every single angle. And Oxygen, they're like, yeah, man, you're the man today. Have it, you've got it.
When you see Oski on that full moon of boost, you need to make sure that you're going to be paying attention to every single micro movement his car ends up making. Otherwise, he's going to be forcing his way through in every single opening that you get him. Joyo forgoes the ball, goes to the man instead, Relating Wave. So the next one back, and Archie tries to outdo him, isn't able to. Oski, ball, boost, space. Finds the ceiling. Archie tries to find Oski again. But regardless, a couple more seconds ticking down as we enter the final minute. Still 2 goals to pull back, and Acro, no respect whatsoever for the Oxygen defender.
It was out of nothing as well. Everything seemed to be going for plan for Oxygen until Acro uses his reset to barge poor old Joyo out the way. And suddenly a big old question mark has been dropped here on Forbidden Temple. What will be the answer to it? It's a great kickoff there from top Cougars. It does fall to Archie in the end. Relating Wave misses the touch. This could kill it. Archie shoots, Archie scores, and instantly the chance may be gone.
It's got to be frustrating though when you see Acro make such a great play earlier. And then he sees his teammate Relating Wave completely miss the ball as it flies towards the backboard. It's a tap in, respectively, for Oxygen. And again, they're back clear by 2. And will it just be a repeat of that previous game, a 4-2 scoreline?
Well, let's have a look. Let's see if Acro in particular can do anything about that. He seems to be the one now that's woken up for top Cougars. His Relating Wave tries to make up for the error by charging down Joyo. Archie has a chance here, but good pace from Acro. Now here comes Simas. Up to the ceiling with him. Oski's already up in the air, and Archie underneath the ball beats Relating Wave to it. All ends up. Relating Wave do something with it in the end. He's going to get the little smudge towards the goal. It was followed by Simas. A nice idea from Relating Wave, slowing it down. Not quite effective enough on that occasion, but more nice ideas from top Cougars.
I mean, great ideas from top Cougars. I love their aggression is proving well. At least they've had the possession in that blue half. Fortunately for them, they've not had a goal in a little while. Approaching 10 seconds remaining. 2 to come back from. We're going to need to see a lot of magic out here from Acro. Sends it high. Who's there first? Joyo misses. Simas misses. And there's going to be another win coming through for Oxygen Esports. 2-0 in the series so far. 2 more, and they see another semi-finals.
Now, I'm already seeing a future where this series...
a shot on target and uses flip reset to bump the defender. A goal that I would love to see in tomorrow's top 3 if there's not two or three more wonder goals that end up usurping it, because that is something incredibly special and isn't to be snuffed away because a top 4 team or a top 5 team, whatever, didn't score it. That quality. I want to see Acro 2 days in a row get a top play in our top goals. But in game number 3, it's Joyo opening things up with an immediate dunk, and it's pressure from Oxygen.
I didn't know you were so passionate about the politics of our top 3 plays, Stumpy. I'll be sure to come to you next time I push one forward.
Thank you. I have to battle Leaf every time.
Simas charges down Oski. That's the pace that we want. Follows it up as well. Simple plays, but effective right now, potentially, against Oxygen Esports and the way they're playing. Acro goes for it again. He gets it again. Simas shoots. Oski saves. Acro still lingering up top. In the end, the ball falls to Archie. He tried to just see it across his Fennec. Didn't quite get the first touch. He's still able to do something with it, and that's getting the ball to Oski. Little bit of a cheeky spin en route, and it's 1-0.
Double tap it across the path of the net, gets bumped, continues, and Relating Wave sees that bump and therefore thinks, oh, I can move up, steal that corner boost. Archie recovers, gets it sidewall, finds Oski. Oxygen get the goal. And then a couple of times, Relating Wave, I've seen them out of position as well, where Simas and Acro are working so strongly together, and Oski just shooting wide a target on that, but that is an absolutely brilliant kickoff to even give them the chance. And yeah, I think 2 out of 3 players on top Cougars right now, very impressed with. I want to just see Relating Wave get his head a little bit more in the game.
He can be a player that goes very quiet and then suddenly plays like an absolute world-class specimen can Relating Wave. So any second be expecting to see that switch flick, but for now it's just more a bombardment from Oxygen as Joey refuses to leave, just gets in front of the ball. Look how much time they've always got. You know what I mean? It's like top Cougars are trying to dribble it away and Oxygen just parks in front of them.
Archie shooting just wide of the net on that chance, was completely open. Oski with a catch, with a touch. Cutting inside when nobody on top Cougars expecting it either, and it was Archie again with that shot wide, and Relating Wave takes it away from Acro. His teammate had that covered. The communication was not there whatsoever on that play, and it leads to yet again another sloppy goal conceded.
More good stuff though for Oxygen Esports as they continue their surge towards London. Of course, one of the members on this team was the last winner of London. It was Joyo with a team called Moist Esports back then. Things have moved on a lot since then, but how beautiful would it be to see him and Oxygen back in those hallowed halls.
Fully English team.
Exactly.
Fully English team.
They'll have a lot of love.
Lions on a shirt.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Etc. People are tuning out. We should stop talking about English football.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Archie gets that one long. We've had a little bit of pressure from top Cougars, which is good to see. As Acro underneath Joyo, staring him down. What's going to happen now? It's going to fall to Simas. Go on, Simas. Relating Ways following up and watching. But yeah, I mean, I said before last game something that the defending from Oxygen's really impressed me, and that continues to be the case. Like how solid they look when they defend. Joyo on the goal line just taps it towards Oski, and they keep control.
Just about. I think the biggest boon to that play is the fact that nobody from top Cougars ended up following it up. Acro trying to reset it over Joyo. Joyo with more than enough boost. Both players committing to that ball as well. Relating Wave and Simas. And you know what that leads to? Another sloppy goal for Oxygen. Relating Wave doesn't need to go up here. Simas has it covered, and yet he does. The amount of boost and positioning and placement that's wasted from him on that play leaves it utterly open. Oxygen, yes, they're earning these goals, but they've got a 4th player on top Cougars.
Something, can we have the interesting fact alarm that's just come through?
There's an interesting fact. Here's the alarm.
With Oxygen most likely winning... Okay, let me rephrase. If Oxygen win this series, KC and the other teams outside the top 4 would need Resolve to lose to Vitality.
Because Resolve previously got to a top 4 and therefore they're a threat.
Exactly. So this is a huge series for Oxygen. They are locking themselves in more and more with this second top 4. But for the other teams watching on, KC and others alike, they're like watching through their fingers going, oh my goodness. Come on, Acro, you can do it, son. See?
Good
they
shot.
Believed.
Relating Wave. Relating Wave on the end of it. Make sure that he shoots with a lot of conviction. Simas fakes it going high, ends up going low, then goes for the man. Brilliant play from Simas across the board. Minute 45 remaining, just 2 goals to bring back.
It is possible. Top Cougars have to keep on going. It seems to be these bumps and demos seems to be the most effective way to get past Oxygen right now. But also the double commits. You mentioned that earlier about Relating Wave. Double commits aren't all about both going for the ball. It's the sort of more general double commits. You know, not just being on the same wavelength when you have to be against a team like this. But they're going to score again, and they have.
It was open again at the back from that kickoff. It was, I think, convincing from Oxygen. They earned it. Relating Wave lets the ball go in the midfield, and I don't want to keep harping on about Relating Wave in this series, but he has been, I think, mispositioned or just in awkward places, or puts himself into awkward places, or makes touches that are definitely not going to be the play frequently. But that is an interesting kickoff strat in favour of Top Cougars. Relating Wave can't get the touch, and instead Archie picks it up. Akra then works his way around midfield. Sees Simas now chase it towards that right-hand side. Joyo fakes out going for the pinch, and you see Simas back off there. Joyo has him wrapped around his little finger.
It's Oski's turn this time. Archie in the centre. Oski tries to go for the bouncer. Well read by Top Cougars. Another slight double commit there from Relating Wave on Simas, but Simas calls him off. Could get another 4-2, Stumpy. That's what I'm rooting for right now. One more for Top Cougars, and we're on 3 4-2s in a row. Almost there that time.
50 seconds now, ticking down. Archie pinches it midfield. Joyo can pick up with about 70 boost or so. 100 now. Akra in midfield. Decent little turn, but with low boost, he's going to have to go via that mid-100. Nobody's midfield for him. He tries to work it there, but even if he gets it, no one there really to sink it away. Akra moves Archie. Simas gets a reset, bumps Oski. And tell you what, the defense from Oxygen, it's not the cleanest. It's not perfect. It's far from perfect, but it is effective right now. Simas with a catch and a reset, but Oski with the big man challenge sends it long.
Relating Wave might have one more chance for Top Cougars to keep up the 4-2 streak. Oski, though, is going to try and kill that here, and now he goes for the double tap. Can't quite get it in the corner. Archie was flying in. Relating Wave had more composure than anyone in the centre there. Tees up Simas, gets the flip reset. Joyo to the side. Oski's coming in against Akro. Can Akro get this read? It's still up. I still believe Simas goes flying past the ball, and Oxygen get a... Nothing is done 3 games in. We've seen reverse sweeps, we've seen turnarounds, and now we see Simas in the Esper.
Honestly, cool. Switch it up. Go something different. Cars are just completely placebo anyway, realistically. Let's see what ends up happening. Oski finds Joy at bottom corner, not quite sniped. Oski can't get on that second touch. Opposite corner found again. Immediately, Top Cougars on the press, but defensively, very strong.
The Esper buff was real there. What a save on the goal line there from Simas. Archie still charging him down yet again. Oski up against Akro. Huge clearance. Joyo's going to go for the psycho. He'll get half a touch en route for Oski. It's decent enough. If this leads to a goal, it could be special. Not quite there as Akro saves.
And already seeing a couple of chances. Archie again shooting wide of the net. Previously, Oski's been there, cleaned up a couple of them, but on that chance, unfortunately not for him. Joyo ceiling, gets the pinch. Relating Wave, taps it back corner. It only goes towards Oski, though. Archie shoots, Relating Wave to block it away. A couple more errors, and we're going to be seeing a goal flying in from Oxygen incredibly soon. Archie can take a snapshot. Wide again, but a very awkward position. Bumped his acro. Oski shoots. It's 1-0 in a minute.
It's one of those ones where one of the teams on the day is just better. This is a better performance from Oxygen. They are superior in every way against Top Cougars. I would say best on what I'm seeing right now, at least today. I mean, the double tap there from Joyo was sublime, and then the follow-up bump. It's glorious attacking play from Oxygen right now. Top Cougars had survived for the first couple of minutes, and maybe they can get back going again in this one, because they have been getting goals.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lead. They've got 2, 2, and then 1. Like, they've not been actually swept in any individual games so far. I mean, a minute 20 in, and we're just seeing a couple of errors now coming out again for Top Cougars. That ball flying central. Oski can't quite sneak it on target. Joyo pinching above the net. Oski fakes away from that ball. Doesn't want to fly to it as Akra is there first. And I feel like right now we're seeing a lot of chances where there is a stretched defense coming out from Top Cougars. And Oxygen, they're putting forward, a couple of shots. Not all of them even on target, but just making sure that they do not feel comfortable attacking at any given moment. And they have not got the word mercy in their vocabularies.
Oh yeah, they're going to want to keep on scoring because they are trying to build as much as possible as Oski comes forward up against Akro. Just forces it into the top corner.
I believe Akra helped this one in. I might be wrong, but Oski with a lovely reset gets the backflip. It's going in regardless. Akra just got a touch on it. So in fact, Oski, fair play, pal. Did not see that was going in. That was going top corner. I love the reset into the rotation and then a backflip. It just looks so cool. And Akra, quite Relating Wave could look even cooler. Isn't able to find the net, unfortunately.
That'd have been a nice one straight from the kickoff as well. A kickoff play, fake kickoff into a pre-jump from the ceiling from Relating Wave. Still not enough quite to get past Oxygen, as Relating Wave can't quite get that one up against Oski, but does take out Oski's car for his troubles. Wave going up early again against Archie. Oxygen winning that particular race. Joyo follows it up against Oski. Could it be a third? They're going for the 4-goal sweep. 4 out of 4. That's a thing. It's not quite as impressive as all being 4-2, but 4 goals out was pretty good.
That was like you were like begging for anybody to say, yeah, that is a thing, goal. Good job. You're like, that's a thing, right? If they get 4 and 4, surely.
Type 1 in chat if that's a thing. 4 goals in each game in the best of 7.
Surely.
Yeah, right.
4 in chat. If you look at that and think, that's quite a fun statistic.
If you would care. Well, here we go. They sent in a couple of goals to make it happen. Joyo puts that one over the top of Acro. Should be able to clear this one. But I mean, are you seeing anything from Top Cougars, Stumpy? Is there something, some spark of life?
Yeah, there's absolutely spark of life. I think it's harsh to say that there's not spark of life from them. I think to me, in their heads, I feel in this game they have given up. Like they're not attacking as much as they were previously. They're getting each other's way a lot more than they were earlier on as well. There are, I think, a few more problems arising. I don't think they're going to look back at this individual game and think, oh, what could we have done better here? They're going to look back at games 1, 2, and 3 and think, okay, well, that's when we were really putting in absolutely every ounce of effort that we could. Why did Oxygen defeat us so thoroughly?
Here comes that Crow, though. Might get them on the scoreboard again. Still yet to not score a goal in any of these games. That's something I want to keep going. Not give Oxygen any clean sheets. A few nerves will certainly come in if Top Cougars can get one now, but it's Oxygen on the attack once more. Joyo almost over the top of Relating Wave, but Archie just places it down for his Fennec. Joyo takes the boost that I think Archie wanted. We'll see what Joyo can do with that in a little bit, as Archie just wraps himself around the back of the field and carries on going. 57 seconds left, one chance needed from Top Cougars, Stumpy.
Relating Wave trying to start it off, finds Acro, it's on target, but Joyo's going to be there to intercept. Archie just waits in the net and allows Joyo to continue on that play. Oski now low on boost as a challenge versus Simas in the Esper. It's a bump, it's a poor touch from Acro, it's a 1-2, a 3, finally! Relating Wave on the end of that pass. I said it was a poor initial touch, but fair play. He got it central. Top Cougars got it done. Only one separating them for an overtime.
Beautiful touch of Macro and a lovely turn of pace there from Relating Wave as well. 41 seconds is plenty. Can this happen?
It's 35 now. Oxygen might well be thinking, oh boys, you know what? We do not want to be losing this game. Relating Wave chips it around the side of Archie, with the ball now flying high midfield. Acro challenging, but with low boost, can't really force it through. But Relating Wave, Cole, he has boost, he has ambition, and he has a massive pinch at the end of it.
It could be controversial. Admin's already paid out on predictions for Oxygen, but there's still 10 seconds left, and Top Cougars have the ascendancy. They have the boost. They have the pass towards Simas in the Esper. Can't quite get from left to right, and then for good measure, sends it all the way back to his own half. Interesting strats. Archie up against Simas. It has to be
Just
now. It's not gonna be. And that is that. I'll tell you what, Stumpy, MVP for me, Admin. Admin knew.
I think it's also very pertinent to say, Top Cougars, bear in mind, they knocked out Carmine Corps getting into this event. Like, we